Welcome to part 2 of your transfer bonanza, where we
get the filing cabinet of news, and some of the files we love it, we like them. Sometimes you just flick through and you want to. What is it? It's the transfers going out, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the same as part 1, right? Except this time, instead of players we're linked to, we talk about players that already play for Manchester United that have been linked to other clubs.
Yeah, no, I've got it. We're doing that.
Well put. We'll start with David De Gea, where, if you believe the papers, he's sold, he's going, he's staying, and Real Madrid are banned from signing anyone. So there's a lot to talk through, so we'll go through this slowly. Now, according to...
There's a lot to go through, so we'll go through it slowly.
That's right.
It's going to be a 20-minute video, guys!
According to Louis van Gaal, we have offered David De Gea a lot of money. Maybe £200,000 a week. He didn't say 200,000, that's what the papers are saying. Now, it's all up to the player. Doing it slowly.
It's a bold move, this, mate.
Yeah, Louis put the pressure on him.
That can anger a player, because it's like, we've offered you them. It's like with Sterling, where Sterling come out and it was embarrassing. It's like, look, we've offered you an absolute ton. Yeah. Subject to De Gea, whether he likes the fans and the club enough. It's really put the ball in his penalty area. That's right.
Now, according to Daily Mail's Adam Crafton, friend of the show, he's been on it, you may remember. That's the Daily Mail. Crafton. He has been speaking to friends of David De Gea, I don't know he knows them, and they've said David De Gea has let slip that he's up for leaving. He's happy to go to Real Madrid. He can't resist the lure. It would appear to be a case of he doesn't dislike anything about playing for Manchester United. In fact, he enjoys it, if anything. However, it's just a case of not being able to turn down the glitz and glamour of Real Madrid.
So David De Gea has let that slip where, you know, he's confided in his mates, and then one of his mates, who's not really his mate, he's just with him because, like, oh yeah, we get to go on nights out, and he spends loads of money on us, and I'm a piece of shit, really. He's gone to Crafty Crafton and spilled the beans. You need to get yourself a better circle of friends there.
I just found a glittery flower sticker on myself.
Lovely, mate.
I don't know where that came from. It's like from a little girl's homework. Elsewhere, the People's Person says Valdez...
Why have you been elving little girls at homework? You don't have any.
No, I'm saying it's something that would be from that. It's like it's from that. I'm not saying that's where it is from. Right, mate. According to the People's Person, Victor Valdez knows what's going on.
Yeah,
he's not told us, but he says Valdez knows.
Like, maybe Valdez knows something we don't. It's like, well, what is this a newspaper article or like... Yeah. He definitely knows something you don't. Yeah, all the players, presumably, they all knew Ronaldo was going to leave. Presumably, they all talk to each other. They're all mates. Valdez knows Casillas. He definitely knows what's going on. Elsewhere, I was going to say goal.com. Oh, right. I thought you were changing player. That's all right. You're doing your job. Good. Good one.
Is fighting for his place. He's come out and he's said whether or not he's Real Madrid's #1 goalkeeper next year or the year after. He's got 2 years left on his contract, and he has every intention of seeing those 2 years out. He's staying at Real Madrid. If he has to become #2, he becomes #2. If you want my opinion, he's been #2 for about a year. Yeah. See what I did there?
Now, the big development, mate, is that Marca have come out and said that there might be a Real Madrid transfer embargo.
Boom!
Maybe there'd been dodgy dealings where you buy like a kid, you give the money to the parent, you give the money to like some drug lords or something. I don't know. But there could be a transfer embargo, which spells good news for Manchester United in 2 different ways. What's the first one, Sam?
Well, they can't buy David De Gea if they can't buy anyone. And also, if they get banned, say from January, that means they're going to have to make their transfers now, which means they're going to have to pay up.
Awesome.
It's not a case of like, oh, he's only got a year left, we'll give you 20 million. It's a case of, well, you can't buy anybody for a long time. Even if he's a free agent, you can't sign him because you don't have to sign anyone. So guess what? £100 million. I doubt they'll
come up.
Get that. But
talking about £100 million players, Thomas Cleverley. People can bag him for a free, which is outrageous. Yep. Sherwood's come out and basically said he wants to keep him and he likes him. Roberto Martinez, we just won't talk about it. We know Martinez is a fan of him, but he's like, I'm not talking about that.
Not talking about Sherwood says he's going to wait till the end of the season, doesn't he? Yeah. Now, Hernandez, this is all going on. Apparently, it's come out that Real Madrid have until the 30th of April, which is 2 days away, to sign him. Otherwise, then anybody can sort of get involved. They're sort of exclusive rights to him to be able to just go like, right, we'll pay you 7 million, 10 million, whatever the fee is. That's when that runs out. So they've got 2 days, which is probably a little bit early for Chica because suddenly he's the golden boy of Madrid. He's doing really well. He's bagging all the goals.
Benzema's injured. He's starting.
If he could have another week, he'd probably get himself a deal. Whether or not he wants a deal at Real Madrid, I have no idea.
You had a lovely fact about goals to minute ratio earlier on,
mate. He is in La Liga the 3rd highest goal scorer in terms of goals to minutes. So you have Ronaldo, Messi, Hernandez. He gets a goal like once every 86 minutes or something, which is fantastic.
I still think we should get Hernandez back.
He'd get goals, wouldn't he? He would score goals. I like him.
I think.
Right.
Subbing on Falcao.
Robin van Persie wants to stay, according to Daily Mail. He's happy at Manchester United. Probably wants to play in the Champions League next year. Likes it in Manchester. Yeah. Family's there.
I don't know how I feel about it. I think if he's happy to just be a squad player, which it seems like this is what the article says, that he's happy to play second fiddle, that's probably all right, isn't it?
I love him. I think he's quality. Oh, Robin. Like that. Elsewhere, Adnan Januzaj apparently is allowed to go on loan next season. PSV Eindhoven, a possible destination, especially if we're signing the likes of Memphis, because, you know, probably working the deal. Yeah. And it means Adnan is going to get some game time. He's only started 7 games this season. He's played 17 times. It's not a lot of football. He's only 20 years old. He needs some game time to get better, to develop.
I'm worried, mate. I'm worried about Januzaj. I don't want him to become a second Pogba, to become absolutely incredible in like 5 years' time. Yeah. And for 5 years, when we're presenting this, we're going to be like, Januzaj's amazing! I don't want that to happen, mate.
Elsewhere, Evans' career is over. According to... I haven't written down who this is by. Somebody says Evans' career is over and it's been ended by Mats Hummels.
What has he done?
The impending arrival of Mats Hummels signals the end for Jonny Evans, whose promising Reds career has sort of dipped over the last couple of years.
He's competing with Smalling, Jones, Rojo, McNair, Blackett, any new guys?
Yeah, anyone that comes in, they think this is it for... So we'll just take a moment to remember the career of Jonny Evans. And then we'll say thank you very much. We hope you enjoyed your Transfer Bonanza parts 1 and 2. If you've only watched part 2, part 1 is available. Yeah. Watch that. If you haven't watched the other weeks, just watch them all. We've done this for years. Like, there's loads of them.
Me and Sam will just be drawing pictures of who we'd like to sign.
That's a good idea.